Hi everyone, welcome. It is Sunday. And my volume's not going to blare at us. It is Sunday. I'm Marcie Besecker. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. Thank you for joining me on my regular time on Sundays. And thank you for being patient for me being gone. I think it's been a week and a half, something like that. It has been a long journey these last couple of a week and a half-ish. So you guys know that I went to my birthday retreat and we had so much fun. But then we got stuck in the airport and had to spend the night in Dallas because Dallas was right here and storms were just like this. They were electric storms, lightning storms, and they postponed our trip home all day. And I was supposed to be home at 2 in the afternoon, leaving Dallas, I think at 11:20. And about 10:45 at night, they said, flight's canceled. So we ended up having to find a hotel and spend the night. And this is a trip we will laugh about for some time because it's funny when you don't have your luggage. And we've decided from now on, and normally same as Olivia, because she went with me, normally we both, when we go on longer trips, pack a little bag in our carry-on for toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, that kind of stuff, you know, a little bit of clothing, and neither one of us did that. So we spent our $30 at the store there in the airport and got deodorant, toothpaste, and all that good stuff. But we had fun. We got home, thank goodness, and all is well. So that was a lot of fun. For my birthday, we actually, you guys know that we had a child total our car and a month or so ago. And we ordered a car and it finally came in. So for my birthday, I got to drive 2 hours to take my husband to go pick up the car so he could drive it home. So that day went fast, and then we went to dinner, and then that was pretty much our day. But it was fun. And then last night was a class reunion. I wasn't going to go because it was a combination reunion, and I really didn't want to do that. I prefer our class by itself. I used to help with the reunions, and then this time I was like, at the end of the last one, I was like, I have grandkids, I'm too busy, but now I'm going to help again because they need it. But anyway, hello everybody. Thank you. Thanks for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. I know, Deborah, at the front desk, the hotel would have them. And we thought about that. We thought for sure we could get a toothpaste and toothbrush. I wasn't sure about deodorant. And luckily I threw I had extra socks in my backpack. I had 2 extra pairs, so we were both good with socks. But we did some laundry that night, late at night. They had laundry right down the hall from us, so we made it all work. But it was fun. So let's see, Stampin' Up. Does Stampin' Up have a Bon Voyage stamp set? You know, Debbie, I think they used to have a stamp set with like a suitcase and some different things, that Bon Voyage thing, but I don't think it's current anymore. I don't think we have it anymore. Somebody asked Deborah, when I go on stage, I leave on November 11th for on stage. We're leaving in the morning. We're just driving. It's not very far, like 3 hours. And so we're going to drive and get there in plenty of time so I can do the backstage thing with the leaders, or whatever you call it. I think it's back. It's not backstage, but you know what I mean. So we're going to do the leader thing. I'm going to do the leader thing that night, and then we'll stay the night and be there the 12th. Our plan is right now not to go to Disneyland because we live fairly close and we can go, more often than people that are flying in. So I don't think we're going to. That's the plan now. We want to just kind of keep it a fun stamping related weekend, so we may just do that. All right, let's see. Hi, Jacqueline. How are you? Thank you. I had a great birthday. It was funny going to the reunion last night. Some people were like, oh, yeah, I am only 50, whatever. And we're like, no, you're not, because we know what year you graduated. And so it was fun. We were all laughing about how old we were. We were one of the older classes there. So they had one class older. It was like 5 classes. So it was one class older than us and then 3 younger than us. And I didn't know a lot of the younger people. So I wish they would have had older classes. But anyway, that's a different story. So I have some cards I got in the mail that I was going to share with you. I'm trying to think. It seems like so much has happened since I've seen you last that I don't even know. But the birthday thing was fun. I have to tell you, we stayed 5 days. We stayed up and crafted until like 3:30 in the morning. Then we went to sleep. And then we woke up like 7:30, 8:30 I think was the latest that we were out at the table crafting again. But we cooked, we went out to eat one night, which was the first night we got there. And then we made our meals from then on out. Each one of us had a night that we cooked our dinner, but everybody else, you know, we helped with the salad and all that stuff. And so I posted a lot of pictures. You guys probably saw them. But you didn't see pictures of us because we were in sweats, no makeup, drinking our coffee in the morning and drinking tea in the afternoon. And we just crafted. I have all my Christmas cards done. I have other Christmas cards I did for a sale thing that my husband works has. So I did those. I've done, I did, a couple of other, I had swaps, 2 different swaps I'm in, and I'm doing 2 cards in each, plus my general swap. So I did a bunch. So, Deborah, it's fun. We have a good time. So anyway, and then another friend of ours made us a birthday cake. Oh, it was wonderful. Oh, thanks, Leslie. Yeah, we had a great time. Okay, so let's move to cards. I got some beautiful cards in the mail. Dana Tillman, this one I got for a special person on a special day, wishes for a beautiful birthday. Look how that is. And I love how she did that frame floret, fitting floret stamp set, which is, I have her here. Frame Florets is the stamp set actually, but Fitting Florets is the collection. And she matched that with the paper. So I thought that was really clever. And then you could see another flower over there and it matched up with that paper. So really, really pretty. Let's see. Oh yeah, Barb, we were productive. Trust me. We got a lot done, but boy, did we laugh. We had a good time. Okay, so this one is from Sue Zastro. I might have shown this one, I can't remember, but I love polished pink, and I really like how you just did the white, nice and crisp and clean, and just so pretty. So, and I love sunflowers, so pretty. Thank you, and that was a birthday. Let's celebrate you. And then it says, may all your tomorrow be as happy as today. I hope so. All right, so Cindy Kaiser, thank you. Relax and enjoy your day. I love the stamp set. You're going to see more of that from me again. And I like how she stamped the outside and kind of filled in that extra space there, just subtle in the background. And I love the 2-tone sunset, so pretty. And this was for my birthday. So thank you very much. Oh, it was so nice coming home. My husband was like, you have all these cards on your desk. I was like, I was so happy. Okay, Barb Spidell, thank you so much. So cute. I love the Forever Fern use in the background there. Look at those little ghosts. How cute. Happy Boo Day. Isn't that adorable? And then on the inside, she just had a little flap open on the bottom. So cute. I hope you have a great birthday. So look at that. It just opens like that. Isn't that cute? With the little moon. So cute. Thank you so much. I'm going to put all these up on my mantle so I can see them. And then this one is from Leslie Knox. And again, a birthday card. So pretty. I love this paper. And then I love, these are the pearls. I think they're from the hydrangea set. So I love those and I love how they match. Sending 1,000 well wishes on your special day. From my customer and my avid bingo participant. Yes, you are. So cute. Thank you so much. This one is from Mitzi, and she loves cats. So this is really cute. Look at the little cat bat. Little cat bat. Happy Halloween. Oops, she wrote a note on the inside. Wishing you a happy Halloween and fall. Thanks for all your help. Isn't that cute? Little cat bat. And then this one is from Debbie Spicer. Happy birthday. Look how cute this is. This one is a fancy fold. So I love that you put the shimmer on it. I love shimmer. And it just opens up. She did a note on the inside of the envelope for me. A nice little envelope with the butterflies and the sunflower. And then she put a note on the back. Or like that you could write a note on the back. I love that you use the scallop, Debbie. Really cute. So cute. And I love the fold. This is how the fold is. So super cute. Love it. So thank you guys so much. Thanks, Lisa. I am glad to be back. I told my husband, oh, I do a video today. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, oh, no, I haven't seen everybody in a long time. So today I've been getting ready for November's bingo. See all those buckets over there? Well, you only see part of them. But they all have pieces in them for my bingo. So I'm doing a lot of pre-prepping and getting things ready because there's a lot of prepping to this bingo. I try to do, well, I feel like a lot of my bingos are a lot of prepping, but this one is a lot of fun pieces to everything. So I wanted to kind of get started so I'm not, you know, your kits don't go out until December. I want to get them done and get them to you. So I'm excited about that. And I think that is all we're catching up on. So let me just give you a quick review here for bingo. It is November 16th at 5 o'clock. We are going to be doing 12 note cards. And these are not the regular note cards. They're coming from the Memories and More note card pack. And you will have envelopes. You will have some DSP on your envelopes also. Each card, I believe, has glimmer paper and actually quite a bit of glimmer paper on these. So they could really be set as a gift set. So if you wanted to split them up, 6 and 6, give them to somebody. If you wanted to give the whole package to somebody, if you wanted to keep them and give half, it's a really great thing. But they're also really great just to stick in a little gift. If you're doing a bag for a coworker or a neighbor, you're doing some baked goods, you could just, you know, stick a little envelope on top and you'll be set to go. So these are kind of big gift tags, smaller cards. But you will get 12. And bingo, the deadline, I believe, is the 7th, I think. So if you can please register as soon as you can while I'm prepping everything. I want to make sure that I get everything together sooner the better so I can get those out to you. I usually try, Wednesday is bingo, I usually try to send out your bingos by Friday. Monday at the latest, depending on how many I have and how far I am in prepping. So I'm pretty far in prepping this time. I'm not going to do a lot of extras, if any, because I have so many to do already that I want to make sure that they're all done and ready to send out to everybody as soon as I can. So, hello, Rebecca. How are you? Hi, Clara. Welcome, welcome. All right, if you're new, please say hi. Hi, Marlene. How are you? Hi, Mary. So I want to show you kind of what I was thinking. So we're using Lights Aglow for the cards for our November bingo. And I've used Lights Aglow for a lot of stuff this season. Stuff you haven't seen yet, but you will be. And I have bought a lot of Lights Aglow. A lot. And I have probably a pack that, I have a, you know, like a Tiffany, you know, one of these. This was one of my things I took, but one of these, but it's a bigger one that's like a 6x6. And it's full of Lights Aglow. I think I moved it. Oh, here it is. And this isn't even all of it, but this is a lot of extra. This isn't even, but a lot of it's the black one that I don't use. But There's a lot of little pieces in here too. I have all of these pieces up in the front here, and I have another folder. Oh, I have it right here is one of them. Let me just reach over. It was full, that's why it's breaking, but I have all of these pieces in here too. So what I wanted to do, I was thinking, what card do I have that I really like, that I've used a lot of DSP on and use scraps up? Because when you do a 6x6, you're cutting 4 by 5 1/4 most likely, and then you have that 2-inch strip, and you're like, what am I going to do with this? So I'm going to show you a card and a couple of examples of a perfect way to use up that paper. And some of it you have to look at the way it's cut, so we'll look at that too. And I want to give you some ideas of what I did. So I'm going to show you 2 examples, and we're going to make a third one. So let me switch our camera here and pull this in. So we've made this card before, and let me just zoom this in a little bit. So we've made this card before. This is retired product, of course, but I did this video sometime before with a border and 3 strips of paper, right? So, and then I just popped up, you know, some images, a sentiment, add a bow on there. The only embellishment I had on this one was on the butterfly. I didn't even put any more on there. There's the vellum doily on there. So, you know, you can just take your 2-inch strips of paper and just kind of make, you know, whatever you're looking for, what kind of theme card you're doing. This one just says, wishing you a year of magical moments and wonderful memories. So it's like a birthday card. And so, hi, Olivia. And so this is the first one. This is what got my idea. And I thought, okay, I'm going to do another one. So then I had the Awasha Beauty. I had extras papers of this. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to do the same thing as this one. I pulled this one out. And that's one of the things about keeping some of your cards. You know, if you really like the card or the idea or the technique, keep it and put it aside, because that's exactly what I did. Is like, okay, I have all these strips of paper. What am I going to do? I'm going to go back and look at my cards that I kept. And this was my idea. I just loved when I made these. It was a perfect, great way to use up your DSP. So I made this one, and I thought, okay, I'll make thank you cards. And then I just added those little iridescent pearls on here that are just so pretty. And I just stamped, you know, this is the DSP. So I cut the DSP, and I stamped the leaf here. So easy to do. This right here is from the Eden's, let's see, the Eden dies. So this border right here, I thought was just so pretty. Whereas this one, I used the little scallop one before. So, you know, whatever border works for you. So those are the first 2 that I did. And so now I'm going to back out a little bit, and we're going to move on to the next one that we're going to create tonight. And I decided, well, I have some Lights Aglow paper left over. So this is what I chose to do. And I'm going to explain how I came up with this card, because I wanted to use leftover product that I had. Okay, so hi Kathy. Hi, Ellie. How are you? Ellie, I have a class on the 5th. I was going to email you. So I will probably message you. Oh, Gloria. I'm sorry to hear that. Now, if anybody is missing it but still wants the kit, by all means, please sign up, and you'll still get the kit. And you'll have the video, of course. So this stuff was left over. Most of this was, actually, all of this except this label was left over from other projects. So let me show you what I did. I showed you my paper where I got that from. Okay. I also have this little baggie that had extra pieces in it. So I'm going to pull out this bow. I still need this bow. Oh, maybe I pulled one out already. Oh, I pulled one out already. So I pulled out a bow, and I pulled out this green leaf right here. And I also had 2 gold ones in there, and I already have my other gold piece in my pile here of stuff. So keep your little things like this. I have like, look at this. I have like trays and trays of stuff. Okay, so this is stuff that I need. Obviously, I need a bigger tray that I did. So when I cut these out, I probably cut extra. And here's some more gold leaves in here. I have distressed leaves here from the other set. I have red from the inside. I probably used the outside. So there's just all kinds of little pieces in here. Some thank yous. I have some gold in here. And so, I mean, so just keep your pieces. And now think about, okay, what can, and I have a whole 3 more of these. So full of stuff. I need to get a bigger bucket. So what you want to think about is what can you use these for? So that's what I did. So let me show you what I did. I pulled out this, and let me show you what you're going to notice. And you may not. This is glimmer paper right here, but the gold around the outside is this. I have a stack of these, and this is with that metallic, with the rose and the gold. So the rose and the gold, rose gold, metallic specialty paper. So I have some of these left over because I wanted the center and I wanted the frame and I wanted the hearts. So I have these left over. So that's what's in the background. And I put it together and I thought, all right, how's that going to look with the 2 different golds on it? And I actually like it because this is subtle, but this is just like, wow. But the background is just subtle, and this is my main focal point, which I like. So another thing I had, this is how come I made these out of this. So what I did is I took my Eden die right here, and it's not as long as this. I don't need the full thing, right? So I just kind of put my die where it would go as long as it could. So right about to here. And then I moved it down and I got another one. So just kind of, you know, use your pieces, because I'm probably not going to make any more of these cards. So, and if I do, I'll just cut more gold. But I thought, well, these are already cut and sitting in my pile over here. This was already sitting in my pile. So I decided, all right, let's use those up. So this is the time of year for me to start using the pieces that I have, my DSP, that kind of stuff. All right, so let me show you what I did. I did already cut my 2 pieces right here. So these are my borders. So we'll set those aside. Again, it came from that I had already on the side. All right. So this is my inside. Again, I took a scrap piece of both. I did some gold and my DSP. So let's just bring that in and put it together. So I love it when I can use scraps up. There's nothing worse than at the end of the season, you still have all this paper. So even if I make just a bunch of Christmas cards that maybe I'm not sending them out, but I can have them for sale, or I can send them as, you know, okay, I'm going to trim this because it's a little tiny bit short. Or I can do it for, see how much I took off. I can't even pick it up, that much. So even if I, you know, have them as a set to give as a gift or whatever, I'd rather give them than be holding on to them for another year. So there might be some giveaways coming up. You never know. I have a feeling that there will be. All right, so I just glued this one. I like to just add a little piece right here, especially when it's fancy Christmas cards. Okay, I'm just going to leave that. Move that to the left a little bit, and now I'll just trim that tiny piece off. Like so tiny you can barely see it, but I can tell it's there. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our piece here, and you're going to want your silicone mat underneath because, you know, we've got all this open spot right here. Now, these we're going to cut down to 4 by 1 3/4. So let me bring this in. Okay, so we're going to go 4. I like to cut them all the same. That way you know for sure that they're all going to line up. 4 and then 1 3/4. All right, so those we don't need. And I decided not to add red to this one. I just thought it would be fun to be just a soft, subtle card. Hi, Penny. How are you? All right. So at this point, I had no clue what I was going to do for the middle. So we're going to do this. We're going to go ahead and add our green. So let's take our mat and we'll add our adhesive and get our green put on. And the reason I do the green first, or the top and bottom, whatever colors you choose, is because the one in the middle is the one that's going to have the borders on it. And as long as it's going to cover up the edges, which it will, you can just kind of center it. But by doing the top and bottom, it gives you a better, I'm gonna move that one over, a better idea of measuring when you're putting them on. So this one, of course, I'm going to look at it and I want kind of this big one here at the top. So just kind of go on and, you know it's 4 by 5 1/4 is kind of the size you want. So just kind of put it, where you want it. Same thing with this one. I'm going to go down to the bottom and I'm going to just kind of put it where I think like my 4 and 5 by 1/4 would be. So leave your little space on there. All right. And now I'm going to turn it over and just move it to the side right now. We're going to take this one and our pieces here. Now this die leaves your space right here, right? Leaves all this space right here. So when I use this piece here, it doesn't cut on the bottom. So what I did is I put this on here and I came out with what I wanted, and then I cut the bottom off and then I cut the sides off so I can get, about what size I want. What I like about this is I'm going to take the paper right up to the bottom of the bold piece here. Well, the top of the bold piece, the bottom of the design that you want. So let's put our adhesive on. I'll show you. This is really easy and I just love the look of this. And it's so easy to add just a lot to your card. I think this is an extra vanilla. Oh, no, it's not. It's for our label. So we're going to bring this in. And I'm going to take this up, right up. Now my head's probably going to get in the way because it has a stitched line there that you could put this on. It's going to look like that. But I just wanted it to peek out and just make sure that, you have it from side to side. And now we're going to bring, so see how I have it just right up to the edge. So you just see all the pretty part. You don't see the boldness of this. And that was just what I chose to do. But you can do it however you want. So I'm just going to go right up to the edge right here. Okay. So see how it's just really pretty and dainty. If you have that bolder look on there, there's nothing wrong with that. It would just show more. And I just chose not to do that. All right. So where's my paper? So now what we're going to do is we're going to adhere this to our card. Okay, so let's just put this on here like this, like you normally would. Now my outside is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So just a little bit bigger because I wanted just a little trim of the gold. Now we need to put adhesive on here. Although we put it on now, this is covering up a lot of it. So we're going to come back just down our sides and just make sure it's down. And I did one right in the middle only because you're going to need it to stick right here just to hold it a little bit better, I think. And now at this point, you can kind of put it whichever way you want it. And just make sure that you're covering up both sides. So if, You don't want it like this to where you can see that gap. Make sure that it's right. And you're covering up both sides, and then you align it the left and right. Because you know you cut these papers all at the same time. They should be lined up just fine. Okay, so look how pretty that is already. All right, so now let's go ahead and put this inside before we get it dirty. All right, you can see where I stuck my fingernail print right there. It'll go away when I... Now, this one, what I did is I chose not... I was going to put a gold trim around this, but I chose not to. Because I think on the inside, you would definitely notice the difference between the glimmer and the brushed. And so I thought, well, you know what? I thought this was fine like it was. And on this, you can barely tell that just because it's subtle. All right, so then we have our bow. And I thought, oh yeah, here's my green. Uh-oh, what happened to my gold? Look at that. All right, where did it go? All right, did you guys see my gold anywhere? Maybe I put it back in here. No. Isn't that funny? I had it. All right, do you guys see it? I'm waiting to see if you respond because I can't find it now. My gold. Well, all right, I think I had another over here somewhere. Okay, let me weed this one out. Oh, this one's a different, I don't want that one. I want gold. Okay, so we're just going to cut another one really quick because I don't know what happened to it. And that's okay. So I used the frame florets for that one. And then for the sentiment here, I'm using the frosted flurry. I'm using this larger one here. So we're going to need that. And we're going to need this because I don't know what I did with it. All right, so see, we'll just use that. And let's go ahead and stamp our image, and I can die cut those all at the same time. Isn't that funny? I don't know where it went. All right, so I'm using just the Pretty Merry Christmas, and I'm using that from Hope and Peace. So right here, I just love this one, this Merry Christmas here. So I'm going to use that one. There we go. So pretty. All right. So I already have a little piece of tape on here. So I wanted it a little bit to the right. I didn't do it so much on this one, but I did a little. So I'm just going to kind of put this over to the left a little bit, just because we're putting some stuff over here on the side. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to run this one really quick because I don't know what happened to mine. I'll find it tomorrow. It's probably on the ground. All right, so here's our two pieces. So there's our sentiment. And here is this. And I just kind of grab it and kind of shake it back and forth a little bit. Same over here, and then here's our piece. I'll save that, of course, for something else. And now, I'm going, oh, look what else I got for my birthday. Look how cute this is. So it's like a pokey tool. So let's poke our stuff out. Ooh, this is sharp. I have to get used to it. It's bigger than my other one. But boy, does it works. I got 2 of them. I'll show you the other one too. All right. All right, so there we go. So yeah, I got this one and this one. And another amazing gift I have to show you, because I'm going to use it right now, is my little mini vacuum. Look at that. Okay, all done. Isn't that cute? Okay, so let's move on. So now we have our little gold piece. I love these dies, you guys. They're available November 1st for customers and demonstrators now. Of course, if you become a demonstrator, you can order them now. But I ordered 2 sets because I'm just loving the frames, but the leaves and the larger leaf, I just love these. And so they are just, it's a great set. So, and here's the dark one. So I decided to just add a little bit of color there. So let's bring this in. And our dimensionals, and we're just about done. So I'm going to take this and put 3 on here. Yeah, Barb, they are huge. Thanks, Deborah. Hi, Perry, how are you? All right, let's see if I can get my fingers to get this off. All right. All right. So we're going to go to the right a little bit. Doesn't have to be super. I like to keep it straight, kind of get an idea. So I'm just looking at these lines. There we go. So there's that. And now the green one, Evening Evergreen, I'm going to put it to where it just kind of lays on here. Okay, so I'm going to go right up the main stem. This one. And then I think like right here, this little guy barely sticks on here. So we want him to go right there. And then I think this one I did also. This little one right here. Even though the gold's going to kind of go over him, I just wanted to make sure he stuck down just a tiny bit. I just put a little tiny bit of glue, except I'm trying to go uphill with my glue. There we go. And then just take this and just set it down. And you just have to hold it for a second and it sticks. Okay, same with this one, but we're going to take this one right here and add glue. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue here. And then up the stem. And do a little bit more right there. All right, and then we're just going to start at the same at the bottom, but then bring it in some. So I'm going to start at the same, and then I'm going to bring it in. So it's just on the end of the label right here. And then this little guy I also added just a little bit on the bottom side. Just a little bit. And just hold that. Okay, so it's just kind of adding some color. I was just going to do gold, and then I thought, no, I needed to add a little bit of color there. All right, now let's take our bow. I'm going to cut this down just a little bit more. And now use my glue dots. Oh, they're on the wrong side. Darn it. You know, it's kind of like a lottery. If you open up your glue dots and they're on this side right here, you're like, woohoo! That's how they used to be. That's what I'm used to. All right, and then I'm just gonna put my bow and hold it. I like to add just a little bit of glue just because I'm kind of going on glimmer. I just want to make sure my bow is going to stay there. So sometimes I just add a tiny bit on both sides just to give it that little extra support. Make sure my bow is not going to go anywhere. And I just made these bows. Okay, now you've seen me make them. So, all right, then the next thing I did is I have so many of these too from, I'm trying to remember where I put them, just full of half little pieces. Well, here's one of them, but that's not all of them. I have another one that has a ton of these because I used a bunch on my trip, but I had some left here, so I'm going to use the gold. And I just did 3. So I'm going to do one just right here. I left that one big snowflake up here, so I'll put one there. And then I'm just going to add one like right down here, probably right there. Oh, right there. So I just did it kind of in between there. It doesn't really matter. But, oh, I guess I moved that one. Or it fell off. Let's put another one. I think it fell off. I think I was deciding where to put them, and maybe I didn't push down hard enough. But there you go. So there is a super easy way to get rid of some of your DSP. And, you know, these are less than the 2 inches. These are 1 3/4 by 4. And then that way all 3 will fit on there. And they would overlap if you put them, you know, butted up against each other. But because this one is having your glimmer paper and doing your border there, it doesn't really matter because you're just going to set it right on top. So again, I did the metallic in the background just to kind of make it more subtle and to make this like your bling area. You could definitely add it in the background too. It would be so pretty. But I was using up scraps of what I had. Like I said, the only thing I didn't have a scrap on was this. Even these bows, I had some extras right here. I had these extra sentiments, but they were too big and I didn't want to cover up this pretty border detail. And I had the greens, and I also had the other gold somewhere. It might be under my keyboard. And then these are what the other leaves look like, and you've seen me do the other videos with this set, but look how pretty these leaves are. Aren't those pretty? I was like, ooh, I could put this somewhere, but it's just, I mean, I could have put it right there, but I thought this was enough. The bow's already kind of going to cover it up. So that was that. And then again, this one I created, and then this one was my thought process that I've used last spring, I guess, when I was trying to use up paper. So remember, these are 6 by 6. This one was not, but this one, you want to make sure your butterflies are going, you know, your print is going the right way. This could have all been going this way, but to me it looks like lights or ribbon or whatever, so you want it to be, you know, scalloping. And so if it would have been like this on the card, it would have kind of looked kind of funny, right? So this is a great way. I mean, if you have smaller scraps, do 5 of them, and then do, you know, 2 and, you know, 2 small ones here and then your larger one there, or, you know, even it out to where there's 5, so odd number, so that you can make your center one, you know, whatever you want it to be. Hi, Linda. Oh, thank you for watching the replay. Oh, you're welcome, Deborah. I love glimmer paper. Absolutely love it. I hope they bring the gold back. I have a ton ton of vanilla and evening evergreen, although I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I will come up with more ideas to use it, but I have a lot of it because I used so much gold this year. Oh yeah, Deborah, the Lights of Glow paper is so pretty. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So that is my card for the night. I was trying to think, I was going to actually make this card for you guys because I had a kit ready to go to make it. And I was like, you know what? I have this other paper that I need to get, you know, use something to do it with. And I thought, we're still in Christmas mode, even though my Christmas cards are all made. Just saying. So I'm happy about that. But I love this one. So I was like, I wanted to do another one, but to show you about the scraps and how to use it. Do you have the link for the glimmer paper? I will, it should be, oh, did I not list it below? If I didn't list it below, I will list it. I will edit it as soon as I'm done here, Ellie. I don't think I did. Because it was for this paper, and then I switched it to this stuff. So I think I need to upgrade the glitter paper, a glimmer paper. I don't think I put it on there. And if you do, just type in glimmer paper, it'll pop right up, but I will add that. So yeah, so I hope you guys like it. And so use your pieces. If you have extra little pieces when you're doing projects, sometimes I just make, you know, 3 extra or 5 extra because I know I'm going to use them. And so these, I just happen to have the extras when I did these. And I've made a lot of things with the gold glitter paper. And then, like I said, this for the background, I did a project, pretty good sized project for this, and these were extra, and I was going to use them for a background, and I thought, why not use it on this and do the 2 different golds? I think it's fine, but if you wanted to use the glimmer all the way around the back, definitely do that too. It'll really be a blingy card. But I liked using the softer colors on it. So I hope you guys like it. It is so good to be back. Which red would you use on the base? Oh, I would use Cherry Cobbler, I believe is the Lights of Glow paper. Ooh, I don't even know if yeah, I think that's Cherry Cobbler because this is real red and this is Cherry Cobbler. It's on the back of your Lights of Glow. Look on the back, but I think it says Cherry Cobbler on there. I don't have it. My packages have been shredded and now they're all over the place in these things. And normally I add it on the back and it's on one of them somewhere. I still have like 3 more things like this full over there. So, but I think it's Cherry Cobbler. So much cardstock left over. Yeah, you know, Gloria, the thing with cardstock is you could use that to back up a sentiment. So for example, this sentiment right here, if you had Evening Evergreen or Soft Succulent, you could, you know, put this sentiment and label on top of it and then just cut a piece and then you can use that as the background. Another thing you could do is you could add it on the inside of your card and stamp it with something, something that kind of matches your card. You could also do as a background on the inside of your card, the back panel, like if you have quarter sheets or whatever, and you could do that. Glad to help, Debbie. Let's see. Do you have, okay, I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss any questions. Thanks, Clara. So anyway, that's a thought, especially for 6x6 paper, because you have that 2-inch strip. So think about your cutting. When you're cutting something, if you're doing landscape cards, then those strips would be perfect for this. If you're doing vertical, you know, you're going to have 2-inch strips going vertical. And so think about that. Also, another thing for your DSP, if you're going the wrong way, like if this was going the other way, which I have some, you could put your strip down the side, you know, to accent the inside of your card. There is no problems with that. It looks just as nice. Just put a little strip down the side and you can take your little gold and go right along the side. And even if the gold was a half of this size, just a tiny strip. So if you don't have a lot, well, I think I threw mine away, but like I had these little teeny tiny strips. I'm working on a different project, but I have these little teeny tiny strips of the Lights Aglow. It still has the gold on there. You can still see it, and it's red. You know, you can put that in a card along a larger size. So maybe you make your gold thicker and then put this on there. But I usually like to accent with the gold because I think it looks better. Thank you, Jeannie. You are welcome. So don't throw out all, like, even if you have gold pieces left over, find a little dies, little leaves, just like that other little leaf I just showed you. That is a perfect little size, this little guy right here, to make, you know, use up that paper, and then just put them in your buckets over here. Like, here's another bucket. Watch out. So we ended up doing some extra papers. So like this pale papaya that has the time worn, you'll see these coming soon on something. I have an idea already that I want to use these little raccoons on that I have, and so I'm going to do that. I have some extra snowflakes. They're not weeded yet, but I have a stack of them. So one of these days I'm probably just going to sit on a video and pull stuff out and start doing something. I have all of these leaves from when I did the bird card. Remember I did that little bird card? So here's all my leaves. And then I used the glimmer paper and I did clouds. So I have that. I have teacups. I have all kinds of things in here. The other thing that I have that I need to think about is I have all of this foam, because I used frames when I cut out and I wanted the outside. Well, the inside was this rectangle. So it's foam that's perfectly rectangle. I did the same for an oval, so I have some ovals. And I also have, I think these might be more ovals. Yeah, look at all these ovals. And they are, so I could use this. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that, you know, these are going to be used for. I don't know what yet, but oh, paper beads. Yes, I have seen people do that too with paper and with scraps. I don't have the patience for that, but that is a great way. Oh, I'm glad you guys like the ideas. Or, oh, you know what? I forgot one more gift here. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, I can't find my... Oh, I thought I had one right here. I have a gift. I'll show it on the next video because I think I moved it. So I will find it and show it next from a viewer. So thank you so much, but I will show it next week, next Wednesday. Oh yeah, I have lots of goodies, and my basket is filling up. Now I have two. Oh, and I still have two more back there, littler ones. So I have a lot of them. So just use that up. Try to, you know, think of a card or multiples if you have a lot of leftovers like I do, because sometimes, you know, a lot of people make multiple things and then I just make extras, or I do a few extra on purpose. There's that kind of thing. So. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. Just a reminder, don't forget about the November bingo. I am prepping now. The deadline is the 7th, I believe, so that I can finish making the kits. I will not make a lot of extra because it is a big bingo. There's going to be 12 projects plus the envelopes to go with it. And that way I don't want to end up with a bunch of extras of them. So I'm not going to do too much. Marcia, somebody else just emailed me and asked me that. So here's my thought on I know it's been months and I need to do a tour of my room. I'm still finishing up some remodeling. I actually have some Stampin' storage items over here stacked up that I need to put away. But my goal is my Christmas cards are done. I have a class next week, and then I'm going to finish cleaning my room and put things away and get things organized. It's not going to be spotless clean like a lot of people do when they do tours. So you're going to see a lived-in room, and I will do a tour very soon because I am just about finished up with things where I want them, and things are slowing down a little bit for me. So after on stage, I will probably have it the 1st of December, right in that first week. So just give me a little bit of time to do that, and I will do it. I know I've been needing to do it, but I just realized that it's never going to be spotless. So you guys are going to see a lived-in room, but I have to be able to walk in it and get my grandson's blocks out of the way so I don't trip. And then I will do it. Oh, you are welcome. Thanks, Marcia. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend. It is only 7 o'clock here for me, and so I'm going to go have a late dinner with my hubby and finish putting something on something that I'm working on while I'm watching TV. So I will see you guys on Wednesday. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.